Okay, here's a brief update of what I've done so far on Crosby Garrett. I've been working hard on the wiring across all boards. Unfortunately, I've run out of green wire, so I've had to order some more in and wait for that to come in, and that's basically on the fourth board, which has got most of the components on. But otherwise it's all done. So what I've done today is I've actually isolated the first two boards, and I'm just trying to play around with programming the solenoid points, because I've never done it before, both into the EOS controller and the DC Concepts changer there. So I'll just take you under the boards for a quick look. Okay, so here we are under the first board. As you can see, there's the DCC Concept ADS8SX controller, and that's all been wired up to the PM1 Gauge Master point motors. This is my first attempt at wiring, so I've tried to keep it as clean as possible just in case I had any issues. One of the issues I did find was one of the point motors wasn't actually centered, so it was actually causing a trip on the boards. But what I did is I noticed that you can actually hear which motor was causing the issue. It seemed to give a high pitch frequency, and made it actually really quite easy to find out where the fault was, so I could rectify that quite quickly. As mentioned, I've only got those first two boards currently wired up just to see how I go, and yeah, so no tripping so far, and let's get back up top. Okay, as I said, boards are all connected up, everything's wired, everything seems to be functioning okay. I've read through the instructions for this ESU command center. Pretty interesting trying to figure that one out. I also read through the DCC Concept for trying to set the points. So I did what it said. I turned it to set on point number 1 right there, and then I tried programming it in the ESU, and then I changed it to run, and when I press on here, every single point changes. Yeah, a little bit of a pickle there, something for me to figure out what I've got to do to rectify it. But once I've solved that out, I'll be really happy, because then these two boards are pretty much set and ready to go, and then on to the more complicated boards, but hopefully should be fairly straightforward once I've worked out these two.